And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit.
All right, y'all, we back in the same, like hood cracking the same, man. Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network, that good college Dito, that good knowledge Dito. You can't get nobody's college Dito, big dog. Like, comment, subscribe. We're not gonna hold y'all because we continuously giving y'all this live coverage of Adam 22 destroying Sharp. It's getting ugly, man. We done had Adam 22 knock on Sharp's pimping. Now he tripping on Sharp for disrespecting his wife. Now he finna go into academics, man. All I know is it's Free the Trappers on Crenshaw and King. If you pull up on Free the Trappers, you can get you 10 grams of greatness for $65. And I need y'all to make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, tap in with the tap in, hit that notification bell, hit that subscription button. Broke Baby Mama out now on all streaming platforms. And in the link, you can find Words Are Hard, the pathetic FLAKKO Rap 100 this song. Let's get into it. Let's go.
About Sharp being rude to the Plug Talk girls or whatever, and I think he misinterpreted it.
Yeah, clarify
because
that.
we were not talking about the actual porn stars, which granted, we would also like for all the guys here to be respectful of the porn stars, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the two girls who work for Plug Talk, who don't have OnlyFans, have never done porn, don't really give a fuck about the adult industry aside from their involvement with keeping Plug Talk going and everything like that. And there's one girl in particular, it was her first day at the job, and Sharp tried to holler at her. It's the middle of the day. It's fucking 1 p.m., 2 p.m. He tries to holler at her. I'm going to assume that she probably already got warned by the other female members of the staff or whatever. If Sharp says something to you, just kind of
turn and burn.
Keep it moving, you know? And so he says something. He tries to holler at her. And she says, like, hi, how's it going? But then she, like, walks away or, like, turns away from him, and all of a sudden she gets treated to the, hey, bitch, when I talk to you, you better pay attention. Like on it. It's like, bro, this is a workplace. You can't just call a girl a bitch, turns away from him.
Not the DMX. Hey, yo, bitch. Goodness gracious.
All of a sudden she gets treated to the, hey, bitch, when I talk to you, you better pay attention. Like on it. It's like, bro, this is a workplace. You can't just call a girl a bitch. She works alongside you. Like, you can't, even you being drunk here in the first place, like, this is us being, like, very lenient, and we talked to him about the alcohol multiple times. But when you, on her first day, are making one of the fucking girls who works here, who's, like, filling out paperwork and, you know, helping set up stuff for the photo shoots. She's doing regular shit. She ain't popping nothing. She's a chill girl that, like, everybody's around her
honestly,
here.
like, the nicest girl ever.
Exactly. And it's like, and, you know, even in that...
Now, I'm not saying the girl's good. I'm not saying the girl's bad. What I am saying is this nigga Lush gotta stop meat eating. He's a malice male meat munching maniac, bro. He's a malice male meat munching maniac, bro. He's manically munching meat. Like, goodness gracious. God damn, Lush. This is Sparta. Dick down your throat. What are you doing, Lush? God damn, bro. You ain't gotta eat that much meat. You ain't gotta eat that much meat, big dog. You do not gotta eat that much meat. Like, you are ODing on the meat munching.
I like her. I didn't want to get all on his bumper about it because it makes things awkward. So instead, I had somebody else on the team kind of like have to say something to him because I'm trying to avoid like face-to-face confrontations with bro because he's got to do content here and I don't want to.
Adam is definitely very non-confrontational, for sure, passive-aggressive.
Like, make shit intense between us, and so like at a certain point I kind of realized that like less communication between me and him is probably in the best interest of us working well together because when we would like
talking to a wall.
Exactly, we would do meetings and it's like we're talking about like how he can make his content do better, right? And we're suggesting different types of guests, and we're talking about like maybe you doing interviews with Brick or with other people, like maybe that could like help or whatever. And like in particular, I'm stressing like, hey, we should work on like having a questions list that you can, because like with Vlad, if you were to go work for Vlad, he gives you the questions. He gives you 20 fucking questions, and your basic job is to get through those 20 questions. Obviously, No Jumper is a much more free-flowing platform or whatever, but we were telling him, like, you know, Remo can help you. Remo can put together really good questions, because anybody who's watched Sharp's interviews knows one of his primary problems is that he goes off script, he starts preaching about random shit, starts talking about himself like crazy, and that has definitely like made a lot of interviews that probably would have been fucking awesome, like the Sauce Walker one, or like the unreleased Kevin Gates one that didn't come out because he was on some crazy shit, just preaching and yelling about random shit, etc.
Sounds amazing.
A lot of stuff like that probably would have
The Kevin Gates interview sound like that would have been fire low key. Why we can't get that?
done better or came out better or came out at all if he had been willing to like follow a little bit more of a guideline.
Center, that was a good one. I see what you did there.
But instead, what's he do? He sits in the meeting and he talks about Laura drops my shit on random days at random times so my fans don't know when it's coming out, which is like, okay, you smoke cigarettes and you swear like crazy in the beginning of the fucking podcast, so sometimes it takes a while for us to get it ready to even get it out. But he's complaining about all shit that I deal with. Like, my shit comes out at random times my interviews drop. It's okay. It doesn't fucking matter. And it pisses me off too because literally the day before he went on this rant, Remo had a phone call with him where he talked to him about.
Bro, this is like working at like Foot Locker as a kid, like when you're like I don't know, like a local fast food place as a kid, and then you get fired and like all your homies in there talking about you.
He wanted to help get more girls on the podcast or whatever, so they could start getting more viral moments. He's talking to Laura about how he wants to drop on Thursdays instead of Saturdays, and then he's so out of control of his own behavior that like that night or the next day he goes on this crazy ass rant where he basically announces that he quit, even though he had just done multiple calls like the day before about.
Is Saturday a bad day for videos to drop? Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like
I think it's not a good video.
Needs to be finding reasons.
I feel like if it's a good video, I feel like you do get more traction during the week. But I feel like if it's a good video, you're gonna get. If it's a good interview, they're coming for it.
Yeah, I mean, we dropped the Admiral WACK show on Sundays. It's probably like our most viewed thing. We dropped it on Sundays. Why? Because I talked to Danny Mullen and he told me that like and I went and looked at my own analytics and it's like one of your best times you could drop something is like noon on a Sunday.
Sunday after church.
And Saturday is not far off. It's like very close together in terms of like view count, but he's blaming it on everything under the sun. Besides, maybe your content needs to be a little different.
I talked to him straight up the whole time. I'm like, church, why you not grilling the bitch? On the hood.
If it ain't broke, if it ain't broke,
Crip, you
don't
know
break
I'm
it.
cutthroat. I don't give a fuck about what the fans say. Nigga, hey, find you a bitch you know you gonna disagree with and chop that bitch, nigga, on camera, nigga.
Right.
You want the views to go back to what they supposed to be, do what you been doing.
And he's talking about wanting to advance and he wants to grow and shit like
Not
that.
receptive to information.
There's no more growth in that area.
Yeah, but how is it growth to do interviews with like random rappers that like, I don't want to like diss every interview that he ever did, but he's doing a lot of like he switched from that to like interviewing kind of random rappers, kind of random influencers. And when he does have a girl on, there's
research about him though.
Exactly. There's nothing.
Now that's true. Sharp's interviews have been hella random. Now that is a fact. They be hella random. Like I'm never really sure 100% what to expect. They do be random. You feel me? Sharp doesn't really have like a bubble that he goes in, and maybe that's his bubble, is not being in the bubble. You feel me? That could be his bubble, church, not being in the bubble, church. You feel me? Bubbles are for bubbles. You feel me? Bubbles are for circles, and circle is too close to a square, and I'm a P. No damn homie. But you know what I'm saying? To me, Sharp's interviews do be hella like random about like randomness. You feel me?
Thing about it, there's no intensity. There's no like important point that needs to be made. It's like at some point he just went full blown peacemaker.
And no diss to Sharp, but there's not a single person in this office that I would like to see sit down with Flatbush zombies less than Sharp. Yeah. There's no overlap. Like where on the Venn diagram?
What do you even know about it?
I'm not trying to be funny. I mean from the depths of my soul.
I believe you when you say that because
what the fuck?
No, I'm just saying, like, why the fuck do we want to see Sharp with Flat? But we want to see it.
That's what he said. He was like,
Nobody wants to see that shit.
He's like, Hurley and Donnie interview.
I'm about to say.
That's what he's saying.
Oh, I
He's
thought
about to
he
see
said it's
anybody
nobody
but
better
himself.
than Sharp.
No.
Oh, I'm like, bro.
No, I said there's nobody
He said that nobody here would rather not see you do that shit.
Yeah.
I feel like the one
Sharp interviewed the Flatbush Zombies. No idea about that.
the crazy part is you would think that I would be that kind of motherfucker when it comes to meetings or shit like that, and I'd be texting him or asking these people behind the scene. I'd be like, how could I do X, Y, and Z better? What can I do? Watch this interview. What can I do better? You feel me? I'm always on that shit. I'd be texting Adam like, watch this. Do you think I could do this shit better? What you think about this? Tell me what I could do better. You feel me? Because it's like, nigga, I'm still learning. Niggas is growing here.
Yeah,
you gotta
learn
be
how to
receptive.
interview.
Right? It's not some shit I've been doing since I was 15.
Right. I
It's shit you
study
have
in
to
the
study and
22
learn.
phone, like, hey,
And
bro.
I come with an iPad full of shit. Questions from research questions with them. Questions I got just set up. You feel me? All kind of shit. You feel me? Like, I be coming prepared, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to.
My new shit is to kind of go follow the fan narratives of what they have with a rapper. Like, that's what I've been trying to study. Like, oh, how do I find out what the fans think about him more than what I think or what I want to ask him, because that's who's finna watch that shit and they want their narratives pushed. I think I heard you say that like maybe a couple weeks ago, and like it been sticking with me like, oh, that might be the angle that I haven't came from. But
hold on, chat. We finna get body to the next one, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Red dots to the left, red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, man. Free Avenue Angel till he's free. We finna get back into this chat, man. We continue y'all give y'all more coverage of this no jumper onslaught of the Church of Almighty Sharp. Let's get out of here, man. Free Avenue Angel till he's free. We go.